Hello everyone, welcome to Boondock Dwayne's RV Show. Haven't done any videos in a while because we've been traveling. June 12th we left California to not really look back, and we are at home base Key Largo, Florida. This is home for us now. Be here for a while, scuba diving, paddle boarding, and before we head to the big Talona Ridge rally, Brinkley rally, which will be a hoot for sure. So I'm going to start doing some videos, and it's all pertaining to little mods and fun things you can do for boondocking and saving power and just having items on your RV that are worthwhile to have. So I'm going to talk about installing some cigarette lighter adapters in your pass-through or any other area in a cargo bay. For cigarette lighter adapters are great because they can transfer a little more power. A lot of the manufacturers do not include the cigarette lighter adapters. They're including USB-A and USB-C. The problem is that's 5 volts, and if I tried to plug in, say, our paddleboard air pump, it would just melt them, and it would probably destroy the pump too because it wants more juice. So I'm going to talk about some items here. Quick, easy mods. This is a 24 volt cigarette lighter adapter for that Bruges RV fridge freezer you see right there. Here's a better picture of it. This is great because we put all our drinks in it and we have it campsite. This outlet, this is what it looks like right here, is a surface mount. Didn't want to do one of the big 1-inch hole saw cuts in our bulkhead because it's 1 inch thick. So I use this surface mount. Do I have another picture? Here's what it looks like underneath. Yay, easy. This is an easy mod. This is just a small 1/2-inch hole I drilled through the bulkhead underneath it and went right to my 24 volt, because we have 24 volt, 12 volt system. This went right to my 24 volt bus bars with a 15 amp inline fuse. Next is a 12 volt outlet, and this is on the left side of our campsite pass-through door, and this is the one we use for StarLink. I have a buck converter to use our StarLink Gen 3, which has a cigarette lighter end on it. Our paddleboard pump, that is the big one, electric pump for our paddleboards. It's right there, easy to use. And of course our air compressor, or bi-air air compressor for checking all the trailers, air and whatnot. This is a Blue Sea Systems. There will be links for everything in the description. This 12 volt is wired with 12 gauge wire, and it goes right to our 12 volt bus or 12 volt fuse panel. Most of you will find, if you go look at your 12 volt panel, even if you have a converter, 120 12 volt, like let's say Progressive Dynamics converter with the 12 volt built into it and your fuses, most of you'll find you have some extra circuits available. Those ones have no fuses in them in the round circle. That was the 3 I used to have. And then if you pull the panel, as you can see on the back, the red check mark shows where I had 3 positives. Your negatives is right to the right of that. You'll see where the green wires go in. That's a grounding bus. And then where the white wires are, of course, is a grounding bus bar as well. So easy to find power. That was 12 gauge wire. I used a 15 amp fuse, and that's how we wired that. But if I could do it all over, I kind of didn't think about it right. So I want you guys to have the ability to do that. If you have 24 volt and 12 volt, or if you want dual 12 volts in one spot, this is what I should have done. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I should have made one, like the left one 12 volt, marked it with my label maker, and the right one 24 volt. Again, I could have had them both there. Doesn't really bother me because the fridge is always plugged in and running on that 12 volt, so it doesn't really bother me. But I should have done the dual outlet, because then I could add dual outlets, the StarLink And instead of using a Y adapter I could have done it in one outlet. So advantage you, because you could do that and have 2 outlets. It's a quick, easy mod. I think it's something everybody should have. I actually have a couple of devices. I switched over from alligator clips. I have our solar suitcase, can plug right in there. I put a cigarette lighter adapter because it all goes to the 12 volt. Our 12 volt solar suitcase. We also have we have 100 watt for the 12 volt, and then we have 600 watts available of solar on the ground, which goes to my 24 volt. So quick, easy mod. I'm going to start rolling out a bunch of these the next few weeks and get some content going for you. I hope everyone's having a great summer. Let's talk about it really quick. If you're watching this, then you already know I have a YouTube channel and Instagram, Boondock Dwayne's RV, shocking. I also have my website, which I'm still building. I've spent more time this summer camping than worrying about media and stuff, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. But I love doing the videos and I love helping people out. Also know that anyone can contact me. I'm an RV tech, electrician, plumbing, all of that. Anyone has any questions, always feel free to call, get a hold of me, give you my number. Actually, my number is 415-216-9828. Feel free to call. And that is my business number. I already get blown up by all kinds of stuff anyways. Feel free to call. It doesn't cost anything. I'm always willing to help out. Hope everyone's safe. Be safe. Camp on and take care.